I think it starts off with, and I learned this from you guys, and that is don't be attached to the outcome of people not answering, picking up your phone. I mean, that was huge for me, whether it's a text or a phone call. And what I heard from Joe, I remember, it's not like I say to myself, you know what? I know he really wants to speak with me. He really wants to pick up the call. He's just busy right now. He's doing something else right now. So that is the first thing because and before I would get so rattled, like, oh my goodness, why Dan didn't pick up my call? I helped him out. I started really attaching some emotion about what I've done for you, or some emotion about how I helped you. It's not about that. It's like we all are dealing with life. And so that's the first thing that I say to myself, like, okay, if I text Mario, I text Dan, and if they do not pick up, it's okay. I know Mario he wants to speak to me. I really do, but he just doesn't right now. He just can't, he's at the Dodger game, or something like that, so, but it starts with that in my mind. And then making phone calls. I use Reach a lot. I use the Reach app like a lot. And I'm able to use it. And I did an exercise with Joe just recently where I sent out 5 messages, very simple messages, and just waited for a response. And then I just started a conversation based on, and make the conversation so natural. Like it's not a salesy type of conversation. It's really coming from a heart of really wanting to know, how are you? How are things? What's new? What's going on in your life? And that's the start right there. And then you can start off with the other progressions in terms of like sending me a video text, like saying something like, it was great speaking with you, and then follow up with a handwritten note and things of that nature. So that's kind of like my process to constantly remind myself of a story that I do not know where I got it from, but I'm going to tell you guys. I can't remember who told me this story. And it was talking about, a person told me, Nathan, I want you to think about you are a farmer, okay? You are a farmer, you have this nice, beautiful red barn, and in this barn, what animals do you want in this barn to make your farm and your lifestyle to function to its highest, its highest optimal like level? Like what's needed? Okay, so first thing, you have some chickens. Okay, of course, a barn. Farmer, you need some chickens, right? And what else do you need? Maybe you need a pig. You need some pigs. You need a cow. You need a horse. You need other things. And so what I want to say, and I say this to myself, I always remind myself, what animals am I lacking in my barn? What's missing? And writing note cards are just even having a mindset of having complete communication conversations. It may be you don't have a cow in your barn, and you may be frustrated with business, or you may say like, I wonder why is business not moving in the direction that I really want it to be. It's a good indication for you to like look at your inventory and see which animals are missing, or which animals have you been reluctant to bring into your barn. So I constantly remind myself that a lot, Dan, because it reminds me when I don't do complete communication, then I'm missing some animals in my barn. So